I'm Joan Hamrick. I'm with Gresham Smith. It's an engineering architect firm headquartered in Nashville, Tennessee. We have offices in about 25 cities, about a little over 1,100 employees, and one client experience specialist. I'm the department. So on your table, besides those squishy little race car things that you have an entry form. It says, I think, name, email, phone number. If you would just put your name on there, that's all I need. I've got some giveaways at the end of my talk. And in about 10 minutes, Rebecca, Ryan's daughter, is going to pick those up from all the tables. She's going to select 8 winners. I'll announce those at the end of my presentation, but we won't give you the prizes until after the 2 other presentations are finished, so we don't interrupt those. But be sure to put your name on there so you can win some prizes. That is, again, I said I was with Gresham Smith, and genuine ingenuity is our tagline. There's our logo. I'm going to talk about something that is completely left brain. We've been doing a lot of right brain, data, feedback, all those abbreviations, all those initials, KPI, all those things. So put that away, go to your right brain, go to your creative brain, think about what events you might have done for your clients, think about what you'd like to do for your clients. So completely go to a different side. This topic is high octane success, maximizing opportunities to create, I'm going to say, a golden client event in reference to Danny. So, extraordinary client event. In about 2020, Nashville decided to host 3 years of an IndyCar Grand Prix race in downtown Nashville. My background is in college athletics. I worked primarily with football and men's basketball and women's basketball in marketing and promotion, and I did a lot of events for them for several different big universities. But then I switched over into the corporate world. But Nashville is going to host this Grand Prix event, and I looked it up online. By the way, that's what it looks like outside our window of our office. I looked the race course up online, and lo and behold, the straightaway for the race, where they were going to go 200 miles an hour, was across that bridge that you're seeing there. And that's what our office overlooks. So then I went to the management team, sent them an email and said, hey guys, this is a great opportunity. Look, we can bring our clients up to our office and watch the race. We can walk a half a mile over the pedestrian bridge and go actually, sit in the seats and watch the race. The response back was not so enthusiastic. They were kind of like, I don't think so. I don't think anybody's really interested in going to this race. Our management team was into golf. They're into college sports, but not really into racing. I'm not really into racing, but I knew it was going to be a super cool event for Nashville because it was first time, and we had premier seats. So, went back to them a couple weeks later after I heard some grumblings from other people like, yes, we've got to do this event. And I went back and I said, guys, let's do it. And yes, they said yes. I was so excited. So that's what one of the pictures looked like on one of the race days. It's a 3-day event. The final race is on a Sunday, and that's the biggest race. So that's the day we decided to focus on. Our invitations are not done this year, but they are going to say room with a view, because we definitely have a room with a view. This is the riverside of our building. The downtown is on the city side of our building, so all the big buildings are on the opposite side. That is a crazy curve at the race, and that intersection is right below our C-suite window. So if the first picture didn't sell you with the bridge, this picture sells you because there were so many like wrecks and turns and twists there. So when we started creating this event, I've done a lot of events, but this was new for Gresham Smith to bring all of our clients, well, I say all of our clients, but kind of mostly our Nashville-based clients in. So we had to, determine some objectives of what we were going to do. First, of course, we were going to capitalize on this opportunity because we had a great view of the event. This was 2021, so we're just still in COVID. Our employees aren't even back in our office full time. A lot of people aren't back in the office. So this was a great time to be in person with our clients and to bring them back in and continue to build on those relationships. We also had to create an atmosphere that it was going to be a must-attend event. That wasn't too hard because it was a new event for Nashville and it was a big event for Nashville. So in the start, I had to build a team. I'm a one-person show at Gresham Smith, and I needed bodies to help me with this event. I needed people to buy into the event. So Gresham Smith has 7 markets, like healthcare, land planning, similar ones that you have. So I had one person from each of those markets who was my go-to person. That person also was who I communicated with. We talked about who was going to be invited, how many invitations everyone was going to get, and what it was going to look like on the day of that event. I also needed people to help me plan beforehand and people to help me all day long because it's about a 16-hour day. So that became my pit crew. So that is the people that are in that photo. There's about a dozen people. They're from all over our firm. These people don't do client experience on a regular basis or, very much at all. But, well, I say that, but we all know we've talked about how our employees need to be focused on client experience. But it's not in their job title. We had people from marketing, people from accounting, IT, corporate communications, administration. We had a bunch of different people who were willing to meet and jump in and help, give us their ideas, be there all day long for the event. This was the first invitation that went out. Race on over. It was part of the first invitation, but you can see the skyline of Nashville in the background. You've heard the expression, begin with the end in mind. Well, for us, it's begin with the client in mind. So whatever we were going to do for this event, it was going to focus on the client. Because our event was on a Sunday, we're like, okay, we got to include the family. If they want to bring their friends, they can do that. But we can't just ask them to leave home on a Sunday, on a weekend, to come be with us for a work event. So our clients were able to bring their families, and it became more of a family-focused event. We also gave them information about, ease of getting there and of parking. And, sorry, I got distracted by the 5-minute sign that just came up. That's okay. That's a little surprising. But again, it was during COVID, right at the end of COVID. So a lot of people still haven't been out a lot. And then we were going to provide a Gresham Smith host for each guest. And that's kind of a no-brainer. It's their PX or their PM. But when they showed up, they knew that they had a familiar face that was going to be with them through the day. Now, the host may have had, multiple clients to entertain, but there was always someone there for them. I'm going to skip a couple real quick, and I'll come back to those. Some of our strategies, and now, like I'm talking about racing, I'm going to have to go into turbocharge because now I'm running low on time. So one of the things that we did beforehand as a group, all the hosts, the people that were on the Gresham Smith team, and the pit crew. We got together about a week beforehand, and we literally had a PowerPoint. We had pictures of each person attending, what company they were from, what was their title, what was something that we needed to know about them. And we went through every single guest photo. If you've ever been through a sorority or fraternity rush and gone through that bidding process, that's kind of what it felt like. But we weren't cutting any of our clients. We were keeping them all. We were just sharing the information. Again, we sent out the reminders, all the road closures. There were lots of them. None of them really affected where we were, but we needed to let people know that. Just like you're wearing today, we had the large name tags. There's nothing better than being able to read somebody's name across the room to know who's there. So we had the similar name tags that we're wearing today. We gave generous and very fun swag bags. So the first year we're going on our third year, but the first year that we did this, we had cooling towels in their swag bags because a lot of them went over to the race. Of course, we had earplugs, hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, hand sanitizer, all that in their swag bag. After the event, we followed up with them with photos of them at the event and with thank yous. At the event, so you can see the card you just filled out, kind of the style of that, the design. And this is one of the signs that was we had throughout our office. But you can't use that QR code. But that told them where the restrooms were, where the bars were, where the bathrooms were. Where the food was, where the kids zone was. So we were on, our offices is on 3 floors of this building, and we used 2 of the floors. The lowest floor was for the employees to go attend that were not part of the event. I mentioned the kids zone. So we had you can see the Hot Wheels track. And we had video games, a really cool Mario Kart course, cornhole boards, and a photo wall. One of the things that really made the difference in this event is that we transformed our office so it looked like the suite of at a stadium or at an arena. So we moved some of the office furniture and we brought in really cozy lounge furniture, comfy furniture for people to sit around and really had nice conversations together. We renamed some of our conference rooms like Straightaway Suite, Victory Lane, Lounge. And then we had screens of the live broadcast of the race throughout the event. Now, we also have entertainment because this was in August, guys. It was 92 degrees out. It was super hot. But we had rain delays and we had caution flags. So what do you do during that when you're in Nashville? You play music. So you have a singer-songwriter who's ready, keyed up, ready to go for when there is a delay in the race. I'm going to just point a couple things. Those are those little Mario Kart cars that we had. They're super cool. They have little switches. And then a twister game that we are going to use this year that we created with our Gresham Smith logo and all of our colors. I had a QR code there that is missing. I don't know where it went, but you could have downloaded the presentation if the QR code came up. So, do you guys have any questions? Yes. They were helping months before. So and little task and huge task, which was great because it gave me time to kind of coordinate the whole big thing. We have already started meeting for August, but the date of that event, they were there the whole time. We had a whole schedule. Every 30 minutes you switched maybe you went from the kids zone to the registration table to your lunch break or floater. But it was very coordinated, very orchestrated, and it seemed seamless to the clients.
Great. Can we hold the question just so we can? Great.
Announce these real quick?
Yeah, let's announce.
Okay, sorry.
Let's announce our winners real quick.
Okay, these are winners. Come see me after John finishes his talk. Dan Borchar, I don't know how to say your last name. Hey, Dan. Lori, D-A-H-M. Dom, thank you. Is it Carrie Rands?
Carrie, all right.
All right, somebody remind her. Tom Coburn, Mitch Reno, let's see.
Mitch Reno, yep.
Reno, thank you. Mallory, got it.
All right.
Carrie Porter, and Peter North.
Great.
All right, thanks guys. I will see you in a little bit.
Yeah.